Hey everybody, it's Tony from Car Stars, and I don't know if you can see that back there in my rear view. It's hard to see, but it's pissing down rain. I'm in central Georgia, and I'm picking up, there it is, picking up a 5.3. Yeah, well, I guess I should have done that in the first place. There it is. It's gonna be for the C10. And got myself soaked, my hat's right here, totally soaked. It was a good deal. I'm finding that there's a ton of scammers on Facebook as far as motors are concerned. They constantly list, oh, we have this motor and that motor, and they list a specific place that they're supposedly at, which is like usually near where you live. So you call them, and then it turns out it's some Indian guy going, oh no, yeah, oh yes sir, we have that motor. And then you say, well, are you in such and such place? Oh no, we are in, and it's always somewhere in Texas or something. And the ad is always somebody with a Hispanic name that's running the ad, usually a woman. And then when you call, it's always a dude, and always what sounds to be like an Indian fellow. And so immediately my scam alert goes off. So yeah, plus I'm not paying the outrageous shipping prices to ship a motor, you know, halfway across the country to us here in Tennessee to put in our C10. So I'm glad I got this. I hope it actually turns out this is actually a 5.3 instead of a 4.8. But otherwise, that's my only concerns. But I'm happy that we got a motor. Now we just got to find a transmission, slap this stuff together. A better look at the motor we picked up. Doesn't look like much now, but man, when we get it in the truck, it's not gonna look like much then either. No, I'm just kidding. Little dents and dings on it. I'll have to make sure nothing got whacked good when they took it out. But yeah, hopefully it'll actually run. All right. Charles.
Sir.
What do we got here?
We don't know. It is supposed to be a 4853 motor. That's what's on the casting. Whether it's a 48 or 53, we don't know yet. We're pretty sure it came out of a van because of the intake tube. But
yeah, just how radical the turn is.
It's an Ellis architectured iron block that will be going in. We're going to call it Project C10 because we don't have a project yet.
Yeah, Project C10.
So, yeah, give us some project name ideas. We would love to hear what you guys have in mind. But, ta-da! There's a motor.
Yeah, we the guy I got it from, he personally didn't know a lot of the story of where these come from. He said the airport, but the guy that actually pulls them or gets them was not the guy I bought it from. It was just his buddy. So... fell off a truck. We don't know. I mean, it's awfully filthy. He said they were under 100,000. I have a hard time believing that after I'm, sitting here looking at it. But it's got a lot of oil. It's obviously got a front seal leak for sure. So yeah, some things we need to address. And what are we going to do with this right now?
Well, we're going to start tearing off all the accessories, the exhaust, the intake, the valve covers, and kind of take a peek at it. More than likely, what we'll probably do for right now is pull the oil pan, take a look at the oil and see if it needs to be, thoroughly cleaned. If it looks clean, which is like a 5% chance, because the dipstick already has debris on it.
Yeah, the dipstick already looked like sponge.
If it was clean, we would just measure the rod length to find out if it was a 4.8 or 5.3. But I'm assuming that because it is dirty, we're going to have to yank everything. And once we pull the heads off, we'll know if it's a 4.8 or 5.3. But something really, really cool about this motor is it has the 862 heads, which is the small intake valve, but higher compression. It's a smaller CC chamber. So these things just redone with going to like having the valves replaced to a 2.0 valve and doing a little port job. Actually outflows pretty much all the cylinder heads because of the smaller CC chambers. It's a great head. So
Well,
that was the score. The 862 heads.
all right, we're about to have a moment of truth here. And I'm starting to think somebody who sold me this motor lied to me. So we're finding some very, very ugly stuff when we're pulling this thing apart. So, you ready? Knock that thing off there. Let's see what's going on.
Moment of truth.
I know, this is going to be... Told Charles I'm either going to go still be fine and happy and go to the store and get myself a hot dog for lunch, or I'm going to head directly to the liquor store.
Okay, I'm going to flip it to you, and I'm going to wait for your reaction, okay?
All right. Well, I can't tell anything. Massive windage tray. Yeah, looks... yeah, there's some junk in there. But can't tell anything because the windage tray is there, so...
It's actually not bad.
It's not awful, so we'll see what's going on in here. So yeah, there wasn't much oil in it when we went to drain it, so... No. But this right here, I mean, it looks... Other than...
There's no...
I mean, there's a little...
That's water.
That's water, yeah. It's on condensation, I'm guessing.
There's no chunks.
Yeah.
So that's already a good thing. We'll pull the pickup tube in the tray.
Yeah, once we get that off, we'll be back. All right, windage tray is off. And, I mean, honestly, and then on this initial look, it doesn't look too bad at all.
I think this is a testament to these junkyard motors, pull-out motors, whatever you call them. The outside might look bad, but these insides, they hold up.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of wall scrapage over there, but I'm not 100% sure what that is. I tried to get my finger on it. I didn't really feel anything, so hopefully it's not deep and just needs a hone. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're heading for a total, obviously, we're heading for a total teardown of this thing. And then we'll see. We'll know more at that point, but we don't have a pulley puller, so we need one of those. Rent it probably from just AutoZone, and then we'll get the heads off. We can do that. Not sure if we'll do that today. We'll just get as much as we can done today and then see how it looks. But yeah, up top, when we had it flipped over, I mean, there was junk, and you looked through the intake ports, and it looked awful in there, and the exhaust, you looked through the exhaust ports, it looked bad. But from this angle, it doesn't look awful, so we'll see. Plus, then we can determine whether this thing's a 4.8 or a 5.3. All right, since we're cheap, we don't have a special effects budget. I'll just go a few moments later. All right, so...
Did you just talk with your hand?
Correct. So, yeah, we popped the valve covers off and saw this freak show. So...
That's no good.
Yeah, there weren't any obvious bent push rods. So what's going on here? Not 100% sure. Maybe a flattened lifter and cam. So I don't know what's happening. So we'll find out here soon. We're going to pull one of these heads off, or both heads, and see how the cylinders look, and then eventually get the cam out, but we need the puller. So yeah, we're probably just going to pull the heads for today and look in there and be horrified at what we find, or not, and then go on from there. But yeah, not everything goes smoothly when you're getting an old LS motor to try to swap into your rig
Unreliable source.
from a now known to be unreliable source. So you live and learn. That's what this is all about, right? What'd you say, Charles? It is what it is?
Yeah, I mean, we got a motor. It's our motor now.
Yep.
Whatever's done, as long as there's no major broken parts, it becomes our motor. We freshen it up, put it back together, make a badass motor for the truck, and someone gets to enjoy a badass motor.
All right, moment of truth number 2.3. Pulling the heads, if he can actually crack this head off.
I don't want to dump. Oh, that's right, huh? Probably should have. I mean, we'll give it a try. Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
that was easy. That was pretty easy. All right, well, we're going to have to... Bless you. Okay, other than the dirt that we dropped in ourselves,
Right.
it doesn't... From initial glance, it does not look awful.